Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday, hump day. So today I'm going to make my own video about factoring linear expressions. So I'm going to go over some specific examples with you. And the first one is factoring 2x plus 6. We're going to approach this a different way. This time we're going to draw it out. And the reason why I'm always telling you to draw algebra tiles or to draw out a problem is because visual examples will help you understand the problem overall. Okay, so we're going to draw this using algebra tiles. We've got 2x's, that's 2x, plus 6. So we've drawn out 6 cubes here, 6 squares. If we rearrange them, all nice and neat. I mean, it's already nice and neat, but let's just fix it up a little bit. We can see here, there's a pattern going on here. We have 2 rows of x plus 3. 2 rows of x plus 3, we could say that's 2 of the quantity x plus 3. And remember, of means multiplication. So in shorthand, we can write this as 2 times the quantity x plus 3. So this is like the opposite of distributing. If we were to distribute this, 2 times the quantity x plus 3, or if we were just to multiply it out, because that's what having 2 things is, we're writing it 2 times. So 2 times the quantity x plus 3, that's x plus 3 plus x plus 3. That's the same thing as 2x plus 6. It's just that we're going backwards instead. Okay. So another example we're going to look at is 4x minus 10. We're going to draw this using algebra tiles again. I've got 4x's here, and I've got 10 red circles. And the reason why I'm drawing them as red circles is because remember I color-coded red versus blue. Blue was positive and red was negative. Because it's minus 10, I'm drawing them like they're negative. That's the reason why they're red. Okay, so if we rearrange this to be nice and neat, we can see that there's a pattern. Of course, you might need to play around with it. It's not just going to come to you magically. You got to play around with it. Rearrange it so that you get nice, neat piles, stacks, and you find that you've got a pattern here. You've got 2 groups of 2x minus 5. 2 x's and 5 red dots. Well, 2 groups of 2x minus 5. 2 of the quantity 2x minus 5. Replace that of with multiplication. We got 2 times the quantity 2x minus 5. Okay. So, in this example, I'm not drawing it out. Instead, I'm going to use a different method. So yesterday, the video that I showed you used the greatest common factor to factor expressions. Okay. Today, I want to talk about prime factorization. And like I said in yesterday's video, I like prime factorization a lot more because it's just it's a lot clearer, I think. It's not like on a lot of your work, I made some comments saying, hey, you did it right. You factored out a common factor, but you didn't factor it all the way. You didn't factor out the greatest common factor. And so using prime factorization will help you get all the way to that last step. Because sometimes when people are just finding factors, they miss some in the middle. So we're going to factor the expression 36x plus 24. These numbers are bigger now. They have a common factor of 2, but 2 is not the biggest one. 2 is not the greatest common factor. So how can we use prime factorization to clearly show us what the greatest common factor is? So I'm going to find the prime factorization of 36 and 24. Okay, so 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. We've got 2 2's, we've got 2 3's. The prime factorization of 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So I've got 3 2's and 1 3. Okay, so I'm going to use that information. I'm going to rewrite my expression as a prime factorization. So I just took everything in the boxes in the bottom right corner. I took that information and I just substituted it in for 36 and for 24. I want you to remember 36x is 36 times x. And so x is a factor of 36x. Factor just means that it's something that you're multiplying. So because it's 36 times x, x is a factor of 36x. There is not an x in the second term. 24 does not have an x in it. So there is no common factor of x between the two terms. But we do see there's a 2 in common. There's another 2 in common. And there's a 3 in common. We're going to take those out. We're going to factor them out and place it in the beginning. And now we're saying that we want all of these that are in common to come out, and the ones that don't have anything in common, they're going to stay put. So we see that plus sign is still between 3x and 2. We want to keep that there. So we pulled out everything that's in common, and everything that was different stayed in place. So let's simplify 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2, that's 4, times 3, that's 12. So our final expression is going to be 12 times the quantity 3x plus 2. Now let's double check to see that we got that right. 12 times 3, that's 36. So that first term would be 36x. 12 times 2, that's 24. So we've got our final answer. Factoring the expression 36x plus 24 will get us 12 times the quantity 3x plus 2. I hope this gave you another tool to use to factor expressions. I hope a little bit of this gave you some more clarity. If you would like to pause, rewind, rewatch any part of the video, please do so. If you have questions, please comment so that I can answer them. Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.